Hello everyone, welcome to New Wave Coaching Class for Mathematics. This is your host Jatin. Today we are going to do the third exercise of chapter 12. But before that, let us discuss what we have done in the chapter. We have discussed about the area of circle, the circumference of the circle. We also discussed about how to find the area of the part of a circle, like sector or a segment. So we have learned how to find the area of a sector. We have learned how to find the area of a segment also. Also, we have also learned to find the length of an arc. Today, we are going to discuss how to find the area of the combination of plane figures. Plane figures, it could be square, it could be rectangle, circle, triangle, any of the plane figures. There can be combination of the plane figures. How we can find the area of the combinations, either by adding or by subtracting, we'll be discussing those questions. So without wasting time, let us start with the question first of exercise 12.3, right? Now, in the first question of exercise 12.3, what we are given, a circle is given, and along with the circle, we have the diameter of the circle, and then a triangle is formed, something like this. And that's the center. So I just I give the naming. This is P, Q, R, and this is O. Now what we have to find is basically the area of this shaded portion. This shaded portion, we have to find the area. Now how we can find the area of shaded portion? That is the most important thing, right? Because again, it's a combination. So what we see, if we see this portion, that is the half of the circle, right? We know how to find the area of a semicircle, that is half pi r square, right? Now, from this half pi r square, this portion is being excluded. That is the portion of the triangle. It means what we have to do, we have to subtract the area of the triangle from the area of the semicircle, right? So, what is given in the question to us? To us it is given that PQ is equal to 24 centimeter. PR is equal to 7 centimeter. Now to find the area of a semicircle, what is required? Obviously the formula is 1 by 2 pi r square. So radius would be required. It means our first step is to find the radius, right? Now the question, how we can find the radius of the circle? If we see the triangle carefully, we have learned in our geometry that any triangle which is formed inside the semicircle having one of the side as the diameter, the triangle is a right angle triangle. So obviously this angle is an angle of 90 degree, and in a right angle triangle, the side opposite to right angle is hypotenuse. It means the diameter of the circle is basically the hypotenuse of the triangle. Now how we can find the hypotenuse of the triangle? We have learned in our geometry the Pythagoras theorem. Now according to Pythagoras theorem, base square plus height square is equal to hypotenuse square. So we use that identity. So we write it here as QR square equals to PQ square plus PR square. Now when you substitute the values and you simplify, this basically is 24 square plus 7 square. So after simplifying, you get QR equals to 21 centimeter, 25 centimeter. Now we know QR is the diameter, and to find the radius we have to divide the diameter by 2. So therefore radius is equal to 25 upon 2 centimeter, right? Now we have to find the area of shaded portion. So area of shaded portion is equal to area of semicircle minus area of triangle PQR. Now obviously the area of semicircle is 1 by 2 pi r square, and since the triangle is a right angle triangle, so we can apply half into base into height. Half multiply by base multiply by height. Now this is 1 upon 2 into 22 by 7 into 25 upon 2 whole square minus 1 upon 2 into 7 into 24. Now we need to simplify this thing. So here we have, this is 1 by 2 can be taken as common in both. So this is 22 upon 7 minus 625 by 4 minus this is 7 into 24, right? Now we simplify this thing, we get it as, this is 1 upon 2, and when we simplify this cancels, this is 2, this is 11, so we multiply, this is 5, 7, 8, 6 upon 7 minus, this will be 168. Right, so next step would be take the LCM and simplify. So we take the LCM here. Okay, after taking the LCM and then simplifying, the final result would be, I just write the final result. This is 161.54 centimeter square. This is what you get in the end after simplifying, right? So this was the first question. Now let's go to the second question of this exercise. Now in the second question, again there is a diagram. We are given two concentric circles. Now concentric circles are the circles basically with the same center, right? So you can see over here we have two circles with the same center. Now what else is given? Something like this, right? And this portion is shaded here, and this is marked as A, B, C, D, this is O, and the angle here is 40 degree, right? Now we need to find the area of the shaded portion. So if we have to find the area of shaded portion, again if you see carefully, what we require basically from this sector, complete sector, that is OAD, we have to separate the area of the smaller sector, that is OBC, right? And to find the area of sector, what is required? Angle obviously is given to us, but next thing is radius. Let's see, radius is given. So radius given here is 7 and 40. So I have OA equal to 14 centimeter and OB is given to me as 7 centimeter, right? Now to find the area of shaded portion, we can take this one as a capital R radius and this one is taken as small r. So area of shaded portion is equal to area of OAD, more precise sector OAD, minus area of sector OBC. So this is theta by 360 pi r square minus theta by 360 pi r square. Now what we can do, we can just simplify the formula more. We can take theta upon 360 into pi as common here. I can write this thing as theta upon 360 into pi I have taken common, and inside the bracket I have capital R square minus small r square, right? Now this formula can be simplified further also. We can just apply the identity of a square minus b square also to make the calculation more easy. Now it will be easy because we do not need to find the square. So this substitute the values. This is 40 upon 360 into 22 upon 7. In the bracket we have 14 plus 7, and then in the next bracket we have 14 minus 7. Now this cancels out. This is 9. So this is 1 upon 9 into 22 by 7. This is 21 into 7. The 7 cancels and we are left with 22 into 21. Again we can cancel it out. This is 3 cancels with 3. So this is 154 upon 3 centimeter square. So this is the area of the shaded portion, right? Now let's go to the third question of the exercise. Question number 3. A square is given to us and two semicircles are drawn in between. Two semicircles. So how they are drawn, let's see. One is from this side and the other is from this side. Let's name the points. This is A, B, C, D, and this point where the two semicircles meet is P. So again, quite a simple question. In this question, what is given to us? The side of the sphere. The side of the sphere is given to us as 14 centimeter. Now, if you see carefully, whatever is the side of the sphere, that is basically the diameter of the semicircle also. So, diameter of semicircle is also 14. So, this means the radius would be 7 centimeter. Now, if we need to find the area of the shaded portion, again quite simple. From this complete square, I have to remove these two things. That is the area of the two semicircles. So it means area of shaded portion here it would be is equal to area of square minus 2 into area of semicircle. Right? Now area of square we know it's side square minus 2 into 1 by 2 pi. So this pi cancels and then you can substitute the value. This is 14 square minus 22 by 7 into 7 into 7. So quite simple. This 7 cancels out. This is 196 minus 154 and we get it as 42 centimeter square. Right? Let's go to the next question now. Excuse me. Now in the fourth question, we have a circle and then it is given there is an equilateral triangle, something like this. Now, we have to find the area of this complete combination. This complete combination, we have to find the area, this one. Now, if you see carefully, there is a circle, there is a triangle, but we cannot add the area of circle and triangle. Why? Why we cannot simply add the area of circle and triangle? Because if you see carefully, this portion, this much portion is common in both. It is coming in circle also and it is coming in triangle also. So if we are adding the area of circle and triangle, somewhere we have to subtract the area of this sector also. So we have to find the combination of this complete area. We'll do area of circle plus area of triangle minus the area of the common portion, that is the sector. Now before that, what are the dimensions given to us? This is O, A, B. This portion I can write it as CD. The side of the triangle, this is an equilateral triangle. Obviously, if the triangle is equilateral, the angle would be 60 degrees. Now, the side of equilateral triangle is equal to 12 centimeter, and the radius of circle is given as 6 centimeter. Right? Now what we can do, area of shaded portion or area of combination is equal to area of circle plus area of triangle minus area of common portion. And the common portion is basically a sector. So now that will be equal to pi r square plus, now the triangle is an equilateral triangle, so we directly apply the formula to find the area of equilateral triangle, that is root 3 upon 4 side square, and minus area of common portion. The common portion formed here is basically a sector, and the area of sector is theta by 360 into pi r square. So let's substitute the value of the angle here. Now I just put the pi. The value of pi we have to take here is 22 by 7 only. There is no change in that. So this is 22 upon 7 into 6 square plus root 3 by 4 into 12 square minus 60 by 360, or what we can do is just leave it for pi for some time to make the calculations little bit simple, into 6 square. Right, we can do it this way. We can substitute the value of pi in the end. So this is 36 pi plus root 3 by 4 into 144 minus 1 by 6 into pi into 36. So this is 36 pi minus 6 pi. So we get it as 30 pi, and this cancels out. This comes out to be 36 plus 36 root 3. Now we substitute the value of pi in the question. So we have here 30 into 22 by 7 plus 36 root 3. So now we multiply this 30 with 22, we get it as 660 upon 7 plus 36 root 3. So this is our final answer. Now if the value of root 3 is given to us in the question and the value of pi we take as 3.14, if it is mentioned, then we can find the complete answer to this question, right? Else we are leaving it here only. Let's go to the next question now, question number 5. And question number 5, again a very simple question. A square is given to us. A square sheet of metal is cut out in such a way that they are cutting out something like this. These portions are being cut out. Now, and the remaining portion, this is the shaded portion here. Now we have to find the area of shaded portion. If we see carefully what we have, this is a complete square, and from square what we are subtracting this circle and these 4 quadrants, that is 1/4 of the circle. Now what is given to us in the question? It is given that the side of the square is given to us as 4 centimeter. What else? The radius of each quadrant and circle is 1 centimeter. Radius of each quadrant and radius of the circle is given as 1 centimeter. Or you can say that the diameter of the circle is given as 2 centimeters, so the radius becomes 1 centimeter. Now, to find the area of shaded portion, so what we do, this is side square minus area of circle, or I'll just write it out as pi r square minus area of this 4 quadrants. So this is 4 times 1 by 4 pi r square, right? So now this pi cancel, 4 cancels out here. So this is side square, the side is 4, so 4 square minus pi r square, and this also is minus pi r square. So this basically becomes minus 2 pi r square. So this is 16 minus 2 pi r square. So this is 16 minus, because radius is 1. So this is 16 minus 2 pi. Now substitute the value of pi, 22 by 7. So this comes out to be 16 minus 44 by 7. We take the 7 as LCM and then we multiply. You can see here it is 1. So the first step is basically to divide the LCM by the denominator. So we divide 7 by 1, we get it as 7, and then we multiply the 7 by 16 and we get it as 112. And this is minus 44. So this comes out to be around 68 upon 7 centimeter square, right? So this is the answer for the question number 5. Now in question number 6, what is given to us? There is a table cover which is given and a design is formed in the circular table cover. The design is such a way that a triangle is formed which is an equilateral triangle. Now what we have to do, we have to find the area of this design. So the the radius of the table cover is given to us as 32 centimeter, but the side of the triangle is not given to us. So what we do, we take a center here and we join the center with all the 3 vertices. This is O. Now we know, since it is an equilateral triangle, since triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle, therefore AB, BC and AC are equal. Obviously, since the triangle is an equilateral triangle, so the sides would be equal. But the more important concept comes here. We have learned in our previous class, in previous grade, in 9th grade, that if the 2 chords are equal, then they subtend equal angle at the center. And we can see carefully, AB, BC and AC are 3 chords of a circle. And all the 3 are equal. That is why the angle which they form at the center would be equal. So now what we have, this means angle AOB is equal to angle BOC is equal to angle AOC, and the reason is equal chords subtend equal angles at center. Right? This means if the complete angle is of 360 degrees, so the one of these angle would be 360 upon 3, that is 120 degree. Now, in the previous lecture, in the second lecture of this chapter, I told you to find the area of the triangle by using some another formula, that is 1 by 2 r square sine theta. So we can use that formula to find the area of one of the triangle, that is EOB. Now, since they are all equal, obviously they will also have the equal area. So area of triangle here would be, area of triangle ABC would be equal to 3 times area of triangle AOB or BOC or AOC, any of the names we can write. So this is 3 times, now 1 by 2 r square sine theta. And this gives us, this is 3 by 2 into 32 square into sine of 120. And in the previous lecture also I have given the value of sine 120 as root 3 by 2. So this is root 3 by 2 into 32 into 32 into root 3 by 2. This cancels out and we get it as here as 768 root 3 centimeter square. This is the area of the triangle, but this is not the area of the design. We have to find the area of design. So for the area of design, what we have? Area of design is equal to area of circle minus area of triangle ABC. Now that is pi r square minus 768 root 3. So this is 22 by 7 into 32 square minus 768 root 3. So that is 22 into 1024 upon 7 minus 768 root 3, and this would be around, if you multiply these two, this is, so we get it as 12, 5, 2, 2. So this is the final answer. So the value of root 3 is not given, so we are giving it this way only as the final answer. So this is 528 upon 7 minus 768 root 3 centimeter square. Now let's go to the 7th question of this exercise. Again, a quite simple question. Now what we are given, there are 4 circles joined with each other. And the centers of these circles are joined with each other to form a square. And what we have to find, this area between these 4 circles. Now if you see carefully, if I rub out these circles for a minute, if you imagine, this is basically a square subtracting area of square minus the area of 4 sectors or 4 quadrants, right? Now obviously again to find the value, we need the side of the square, we also need the radius of the circle. So let's see what is given. It is given that the side of the square is given as 14 centimeter. Let's name it A, B, C, D. Right, so this is ABCD. And obviously the radius of the circle would be half of this. R is equal to 7 centimeter. So now area of shaded portion would be equal to area of square minus area of 4 quadrants. Right, so we just do it. This is side square minus 1, this is 4 times 1 upon 4 into pi. So this 4 cancels out. The side of the square is 14, so this is 14 square minus 22 upon 7 into 7 into 7. 7 cancels, this is 196 minus 154. And we get the answer as 42 centimeter square. So this is how we can do these questions, right? Now let's see the last question for today's lecture. In question number 8, a racing track is given to us, and you can see I have already made the racing track, and the dimensions of the tracks are also given. The dimensions are such a way that the length of these parallel lines is 106 meter. and the distance between these two inner parallel lines is 60 meter. Width of the track is given to us 10 meter. So I already named ABCD, and you can see AB equal to DC is 106 and AD equal to BC is equal to 60 centimeter, and the width of track is 10 meters. But yes, you can see if from here I have marked a line, so this will be the radius, inner radius, right? So the inner radius R is 30 and this would be the outer radius. This is given to us as, this will be 30 plus 10 comes out to be 40 centimeter. Now in the first part, what I have to find, in the first part is given the distance around the track along its inner edge. So I have to find the length of this inner edge, this complete, right? So to find the length of this inner edge, basically what I have to do, I have to add this AB, then this BC arc, then CD, and then this DA arc. And if you see carefully, the BC and DA arcs are basically the lengths of semicircle, right? So now the distance around the track along its inner edge, that will be equal to, that's equal to AB plus semicircle BC plus CD and plus semicircle DA, right? So that is 106 plus pi r plus 106 plus pi r. So 106 plus 106 becomes 212, and this is 2 pi r. So this is 212 plus 2 into the value of pi is, okay, we have to take 22 by 7 only. And into radius is 30 because we're taking the inner radius. So this is 212 plus multiply this, we get it as 44 into 3, this is 132. This is what we get. Take the LCM here. LCM is 7, multiply is 212 by 7, so this is 4, 8. Sorry, this is 14, 1, 8, and 14. So this is what we have, and this is 1320. And adding, we get it as this as 4, then this is 0, and then we have 28. This is 2804 meters because this is the length. Now the second part, very important. In the second part, we have to find the area of the track. Now, how we can find the area of track? Now, I have to name some more points here. This is A, B, C, D, and then I have writing here E, F, G, H. Now, area of track would be divided in 4 parts. This is the first part, this is the second part, the third part, and the fourth part. Now the first part is basically a rectangle. So I write it as area of a rectangle ABFE plus, now area of this portion BFGC, area of BFGC, plus again area of rectangle CDHG, and plus again the area of this curved portion, that is DHEA or AEDHD, we can write it as AEHD. Now area of rectangle obviously is length into breadth. So this is, the length is 106 into the width is 10 meters. Plus, now to find the area of this BFGC, if you see carefully, is basically the difference of two semicircles, this portion. So we can write it as 1 by 2 pi capital R square minus small, that is the outer area square minus the inner area square. Again rectangle 106 into 10 plus again the same thing 1 by 2 pi this, right? So we add these two, this is 1060 plus 1060 and these will become 1. So this will be pi capital R square minus small r square. This is what we get. So this will be 2120 plus 22 by 7 into capital R is basically 40. So this is 40 square. That comes out to be 1600 minus 30 square. That comes out to be 900. This is 2120 plus 22 by 7 into 700. This cancels out 100 and this is 2120 plus 2200 and we get the answer as 4320 centimeter square. So right here friends, this was some questions of exercise 12.3. I have not mentioned the exercise, but it is exercise 12.3 and we have done almost 8 questions. The remaining questions we will do in the next lecture. I hope you understood everything. If not, just go and see the lecture once again. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Right? So this is your host signing off. Goodbye and take care.